Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give the project description, may I now invite the Honorable Commissioner for Works in River State, George Kelly D. Alabo, PhD, FNIQS, DSSRS.
Your Excellency, Sir Simonalayi Fubara, Grand Service Star of River State, the Executive Governor of River State. Your Excellency, Chief Barrister Nyesom Ezenwon Wike, CON, GSSROS, Life Venture, immediate past Governor of River State. Your Excellency, our dear Father, Sir Dr. Peter Orderly, former Governor of River State. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of River State, Professor Mrs. Ngozi Ma Odo, the Speaker, River State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Martins Amerule. So this head of the traditional chieftaindom in River State, the head of the Traditional Rulers Council, Honor Sergeant, I would say, senators, House of Rep members here present, House of Assembly members here present. Your Excellencies, may I, by your leave, leverage protocols already well established by the compare. Your Excellency, today is a historic day. I say so because this project has been on the drawing board for ages. And today, it's going to see the light. Your Excellency, this project has a total length of 50.15 kilometers. This 50.15 kilometers, further broken down, has 45 kilometers of dual carriageway, 4.8 kilometers of flyovers. The flyover is also dual carriage, and then 350 meters river crossing bridge, which is also dual carriage. That gives us a total of 50.15 kilometers. Your Excellency, the 4.8 kilometers of flyovers have a total of 213 spans, has a total of 600 precast girder beams, has a total of 120 number 780 millimeter diameter continuous flight auger piles. It has a total of 1,200 elastomeric bearings. Your Excellency, this project crisscrosses 6 local government areas, namely Falga, Obiakpo, Ikwere, Iche, Eleme, and Okrika. Your Excellency, the starting point of this project is where we are now. By the time we get to the time for the flag off proper, you see that we'll have a valley here. And now, the road will start from this point, and then we'll make like a quadrant curve and come out at Rumoji Street, former Abakaliki Street. As you proceed on Rumoji Street, you take a left and veer into Urala Street, now known as Sabagria Street. So proceed on towards the end of Urala Street, we're veering right into Oluwabushi Street, which will now become a dual carriageway. From Oluwabushi Street, towards the end, we'll take left onto Opobo Street, which will now be dualized. And that takes us on to Eagle Island. Now we're going to have a rotary intersection there, and then we'll veer right again, and behind the Nigerian Ajip Oil Company, we'll veer left, and we're going to have a 350-meter river crossing bridge across the creek, and that will land us at Ngbodoya community. At that point, we veer left again and head towards Harcourt Road. From Harcourt Road, we hit the Olomini Epicom Road. And at the junction where we have the St. John's Catholic Church, the St. John's Junction, we're going to have an overpass, a flyover there, and then a roundabout. We're going to have a total number of 19 roundabouts and rotary intersections. And so from that point, we head towards Ogbogoro. At Ogbogoro, where we have the Catholic, where we have the African Church, we are going to have a rotary intersection there. And then we veer right again and head towards Ozoba. At Ozoba, by NTA Choba Road, we are going to have another flyover, another overpass that will take us on to Rumosi. When we get to Rumosi, we veer left and head towards the East-West Road. We're going to have, and the East-West Road marks the end of the Southern Loop. All this route I've just mentioned now is the Southern Loop, like you can rightly see in my schematic and route map here. Now, the Northern Loop begins from Rumekini community. Lest I forget, from Rumosi across East-West Road, we are crossing another flyover into Rumekini community. From Rumekini community, we'll hit Mbodo Alu. From Mbodo Alu roundabout, we take right and we'll get to the Obrikwere Airport Road. At that point, we'll have another roundabout. And then we'll take right and get to Elekpokodu Junction by that road where we have the Jesuit Memorial College. There we're going to have another rotary intersection. And then we veer left again from Elekpokodu Road heading to Ikwere Road. At Ikwere Road, we're going to have a roundabout and a flyover hitting Rupoko. From Rupoko, we're going to hit the Rupoko Eneka Road towards the market, and at the Eneka roundabout, because of the huge traffic situation there, we're going to have another roundabout there, another flyover with trumpet arms. Then we hit the Igboiche, Eneka Igboiche Road. At about change 2+40 on that road, we veer right, and we hit the Igboiche internal road in Igboiche community. From that point, we go straight to Ikwere Road, through some vegetation. Ikwere Road, the particular point is by Iriebe, where we used to have a toll gate, where we used to have trailer park. At that point, we're going to have an elliptical roundabout and another flyover. That takes us towards the vegetation, and after the vegetation, parallel to a pipeline, an existing pipeline there, so about 75 meters away from the pipeline, we're going to have another dual carriageway that takes us to Agbonchia community, just behind Indorama back fence. At that point, we'll have another roundabout, and then we'll veer right and move on to Alessa community by East-West Road. And then we'll fly another overpass, a flyover across the East-West Road there and head towards Abam and Okrika. Your Excellency, that is a brief description of the route of the project. Now I'm going to talk about the section of the road. The road, for you to know how gargantuan it is, it's not just 50.15 kilometers. If it was a single lane, it would have been 100.30 kilometers. Each of the lane is 7.3 meter width. So that gives you 14.6 meter width. If you add the median and then the drains of 1 meter and 1 meter on both sides, you have 17.6 meter width. But that is not the same case in the areas where we have the roundabout. In the roundabout areas, we also have service lanes, and so we have 4 lanes there, which gives us a total width of about 29.2 meters. Now let me describe the cross-section of the road. We're going to have an average field height of about 400 millimeter thickness after soil replacement, specifically with granular material, specifically sand. This runs through the 50.15 meter length. But it is worthy of note to mention that from chainage 0 plus 000 to chainage 0 plus 820, that is this beginning section, which is 820 meter length, has a height of about 14 meters, which is the height of almost a 3-story building. So these are the reasons that explains the cost of the project. Your Excellency, I want to thank you for making this possible and for making River State proud. Indeed, this is going to add to our socioeconomics. Thank you, and God bless.
Your Excellency.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.